Hi viewers, now begin classes with a new topic, system of particles and rotatory motion. First, before going to the system of particles, we will discuss particle. What do you mean by particle? Particle is defined as whose mass is finite in and its size and structure is negligible. Structure is negligible. So such type of object is called as particle. Particle is defined as whose mass is finite. Whose mass is finite in the sense we will assume it very smaller. Like this point is a particle we'll consider while we are explaining, while we are discussing any concept. Okay, and this size is negligible. And structure, what is the structure? Also, it is negligible. It can be circle, it can be anything. Okay, but it is having some mass. That's why if an object which is having the finite mass and negligible size and structure, such type of object is called as particle. Now, if you know, now we know the particle, now we are going to the system. What do you mean by system? You know, system in the sense it is a collection of a collection of very large number of particles, very large number of particles. What are the large number of particles? Means before we discuss particle which is having mass and negligible size and structure, let we consider one system. This is one system. In this there are so many dots I kept. Of course, size and structure negligible. So these all dots are n number of particles. Is that n number of particles? Okay, particles. So then this type of collection of a large number of particles is called as system. Okay, means system is defined as an object who has which has collection of large number of small particles is called as system. Okay, simply it is a it is having number of particles inside it, so that's why it is called as system. Now there is most important word is internal force, because before entering chapter we have to learn this internal forces. What do you mean by internal forces? The mutual interaction or the mutual forces in the system in the system or between the particles between the particles one on another is called as internal forces. Let discuss. This is a system. I said here one particle x, here another particle y, particle z. X may exert the force on y and y also may exert the force on x. Okay, mutually the forces acting on each other. It can be between the z and x, x and y and z. It can be anything, but it should be between the internal particles only. So the mutual force which is acting or which is exerting in the system between the particles is called as internal forces. Now, external forces. What do you mean by external forces? External, the force which is acting, the force which is acting on the system, from outside or from any external agency. Okay, from any external agency is called as external force. Okay, the force which is acting from outside okay, not inside the system, on the particle or on the system is called as external forces. Okay. Now we discuss the basic terms. Particle. What is a particle? Particle is defined as an object whose size is whose size is negligible, mass is finite, and structure is also negligible. System. System is a collection of number of particles. Okay, very large number of particles. And internal force. Internal force is nothing but the force between the particles inside the system, are nothing but mutual forces in the system between the particles, is called as internal forces. What is the external force? External forces are nothing but the force exerted on the system from outside, that we can say external agency, or anyone is acting from the outside, that we call as external forces. Now, before going to this system, the most important topic we need to discuss, that is COM. Usually people will call COM, if we abbreviate, center of mass. The name itself is telling, any mass particle if you are taking, that mass particle having its center, okay, this is the one mass particle, it is having its center, so that is the center of mass, we will say, okay, from the name. But actually, what is the center of mass? Let me tell you, center of mass in the sense, if you are taking any object, let me tell, a circular object I have taken, okay, a circular object, like it is a roller I am taking. In this roller, the total is like acting like a plate, or any cylindrical object you can take. In this case, the total mass of each and every particle is locating or is concentrating at its center, at its center. So then I can say that this object's center of mass is at the center. Center of mass is defined as the point where the total mass of the system is concentrated, and it is also describes the translatory motion of that object. How is that translatory motion? That you will see here. Let me tell you, whenever this is on surface, on the surface, whenever I exert force at this point, then how it will move? Obviously, this substance will move in this direction. So here X, Y, Z, P, Q, R, S. There are so many particles are there. All the particles having own mass, but this all the particles also moving along the center of mass direction. Means indirectly these all obeying this mass position, this center of mass, means it is following the center of mass. So that's why I said center of mass is described or defined as the total mass of the system of particles is concentrated at a point in the system, is called as central mass of that object, and it also describes its translatory motion. Why I said it's translatory motion? Whenever I'll apply the force on the at the point of center of mass, then the object accelerates in the direction of center of mass, means all other particles also will move in the same direction, so that's why that point we call it as center of mass. Okay, see, there are, if you wanted to, when you have applied force, the central mass position is same, though it is translatory motion. If you are taking rotatory motion, may it will move like this, it is having center of mass remains same, okay, but it is moving along translatory motion, okay. In the same way, all the particles obeys or follows the particle which is at the center of mass, okay. This is center of mass. We will discuss little more center of mass with two particle system and n number of particle system in the next class. Thank you very much.